Now, Kellyanne Conway does not think you should be calling the Obamacare replacement bill Trumpcare. In an interview with Fox News, Bill Hemmer, he asked Kellyanne if it would be acceptable to call the new legislation by that name. Now, let's take a look at that and her response.
The President and the Vice President are all in here. This is the American Health Care Act, and it has their imprimatur, and they are working on this more than anything day by day.
If that's the case, Sean Spicer was asked numerous times yesterday if we call it Trumpcare now. If this passes, or when it passes, as you described there, is it by any other name, Trumpcare?
Well, it's the American Health Care Act, and I think it's aptly named for this reason. It wants everybody to have access to coverage. That just did not happen under Obamacare. It does away immediately. I'll call it Trumpcare if you want to, but I didn't hear President Trump say to any of us, "Hey, I want my name on that." We're happy it's the American Health Care Act. This is serious stuff. This isn't about branding according to someone's name. This is serious business. People in this country feel that health care has been, millions feel like their health care access, quality, and choices have been significantly reduced, and the costs have gone up. Look, many people, the Obamacare people say, oh, we allowed more people to have health care access. If it's unaffordable and you can't afford it, it's worse than not having the choice in the first place. And you know what disappears immediately, Bill? The taxes and the penalties that millions of Americans have been forced to fork over.
Understood. And you made that point
people
previously.
Were mandated. Yeah, he said it in the joint session.
Well, immediately distraction. Like, oh, yeah, well, I mean, I call it Trumpcare I'll call it Trumpcare if you want. Yes, please do, Kellyanne. Own that shit. I dare you. But it's funny, she goes into immediately blaming Democrats, of course, and saying, hey, man, this is serious business. Yeah. Well, actually, I agree. Healthcare is literally life or death. That's why a lot of people were going to town halls and telling you not to fuck with their healthcare in the first place. In fact, there were people, obviously they're out in the town halls in force saying don't mess with Obamacare. There were also plenty of polls that were saying, hey, don't break the ACA, don't repeal it, fix it. Make it a little bit better. Don't repeal and replace it with something fucking worse. Well, this bill is fucking worse. It gets rid of the subsidies and then replaces them with less generous tax credits. So look, enjoy paying more for insurance unless you're in your 20s, which actually, if you're in your 20s, you actually tend to win in this bill. Unless you're poor. If you're poor, look, this bill hurts many more people than it would help. And it ends up helping being the most generous towards the rich. And that's the problem with this. Everybody else is going to see their insurance prices skyrocket under this bill. Look, it's no wonder nobody wants their name on it. Even Trump. Because normally Trump wants his name on everything. Call it Trumpcare. I dare you. Let's do it. Now, I also want to address the hypocrisy of this entire thing. Remember, we had like 7 years of calling the ACA Obamacare, right? Now suddenly it's the Republicans. Well, they don't like it when you say Trumpcare. They're not interested. Again, if it's so good, if it's such a good plan, why not own it? Because again, it's not a good plan. It's not going to cover everyone. And she even said that, by the way. She said she wants everyone to have access to health insurance coverage. Now, that's very important to point that out. Because access doesn't mean you can actually afford this insurance. I have access to buying a limo doesn't mean I can go up and buy one. Maybe in 20 years of saving up. But health insurance doesn't quite work the same way. You need it. Well, it's insurance. You need it. You get it because at some point you anticipate that you're going to need it. So there's the difference, man. And again, this bill, as I pointed out in previous videos, this is not going to lower insurance prices. For most people, you're going to look at paying higher premiums. That's why this is going to be an absolute disaster. Which is why, of course, the moniker of Trumpcare fits perfectly. It's got tiny coverage. It's super expensive to keep around. Doesn't really do a whole lot when it's there. And massively helps the 1% while masquerading as something else. Trumpcare. Sad. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.